Beekeeping is a delicate process of taking care of a bee colony, which dates back thousands of years. Associate Professor of Engineering Zale Maxwell, a beekeeper of currently 15 colonies, who has been a beekeeper since he was 14, presented a beekeeping workshop at the Ohio University Lancaster Campus on Friday, April 6, 2012. Maxwell explained the importance of bees to society and what bees do in nature. As described by Maxwell in his PowerPoint presentation, a beekeeper takes care of a bee colony and collects the honey produced by the bees. The honey in the hives is produced from the bees that collect nectar and pollen from flowers. The bees gather the nectar by using their tongues to suck the nectar out of the flower, and the pollen is collected when it sticks to the bee's body. The nectar and pollen are then carried by the bees back to the hive where they begin to make honey.
The honeybee, fantastic insect. Doesn't do anything bad, does everything good.
Maxwell then explained how each bee in a hive serves a specific purpose. Drones are male bees that only have one function: to mate with the queen. Drones do not have stingers and pose no threat. Worker bees keep the hive functioning and collect nectar to produce honey. They have barbed stingers which, when used, causes the worker bee to die.
Bees don't want to sting.
Queen bees are the only bees in the hive to produce eggs and have a smooth stinger that can sting multiple times. Beekeepers today face new and old challenges in protecting the bee colony from the harmful mites and beetles. The older mites that have been affecting beehives for years are not as big of a threat as the new ones. Over the years, bees have developed natural resistances to old mites. Chemicals and treatments have been developed to help with these problems. The newer mites that have been killing bees are the biggest problem to beekeepers. The bees have not developed a natural resistance to these new mites, and the treatments that have been developed to take care of these mites do not work well in eliminating the mites. A new mite has been causing beekeepers a great deal of trouble, and it is called the varroa mite.
Almost a third of the colonies of bees in Ohio are infested with varroa.
Once Zale Maxwell finished explaining with the assistance of PowerPoint, the group was joined by entomologist James Tu via Skype.
So the reason you're in this room right now, talking about bees, is because somewhere along the way you've heard that bees have died off, bees have died back, and you can be helpful helping bees recover. So on one hand, all this notoriety has been bad, but on the other hand, we have a spectacular number of new beekeepers now across the country and across the world who wouldn't be here otherwise.
Tu further explained the process of beekeeping and answered questions asked by the group.
For just a hobby beekeeper, how much regulation is there to deal with?
From a bee standpoint, you should register your bee location. To the best of my knowledge, it's about a $5 charge per location. And secondly, in an ideal world, and depending on the county that you're in, they will come inspect your bees sometime during the summer.
Following the Skype broadcast, lunch was served while an informational video was played. The video explained the importance of honey and how it can be beneficial to your health. When the video was over, Maxwell took the group outside where a beehive was being kept.
There you go, your first frame of bees.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
There's only a couple there.
Yeah, only a couple. Only a couple?
This is the sealed brood. Notice there's some black bees, some three-banded bees.
He opened up the hive and showed its different parts to the group, concluding the event. Overall, Zale Maxwell's presentation showed how important bees are to the ecosystem and what it means to be a beekeeper.